Hello, my Zion kings and queens. How you all doing? I celebrate you all for coming back on the show. Today, I want us to discuss something very, very important as parents, as women, as men. So something happened, right? I remembered my friend was telling me a story of an experience the son had in a school bus. Okay, so this I'm trying to get at something. Healing, whether it's from the man or from the woman, is never okay. All right. So women should not feel, or some women, okay, should not feel that it's okay for them to put their hands on the on the opposite sex, and that it's never, on no grounds, it is never okay, whether it is from the man or it is from the woman, it is never okay. By the way, have I greeted you people? Pardon me. I am so passionate about this story I am trying to share and the lesson behind it. I truly celebrate you guys. Big hug from me to you. So let us go right into the show. So she told me how, the son, right? He started from school. One of the students, a female student, kept picking on the boy. All right? Kept picking on the boy in class. And he would just pick, she would just pick his bag, his backpack, and throw it, just trying to instigate, trouble, right? But the boy maintained his calm, his cool. Like, everybody was trying to calm him down because he got to a point he was really getting really irritated by what this girl was doing. And the girl continued until after school, they got into the school bus. And she kept throwing stuff at every object, she will pick and throw it at the guy, and the guy will not respond. And you could tell that this guy was getting really, really, really frustrated. But anyway, he still tried to, comport himself. Maybe his parents may have been pumping into his head. You know how I am a mother of boys too. And I am always a champion. I always sing it. I think it is right in their bloodstream now. There will be no reason whatsoever why you will put your hands on the opposite sex. Now, but let's get this and get this clear. So, she kept throwing stuff at this guy, and one of the time, the guy threw it back. At the point the guy threw it back to see how things happen. At the point the guy threw it back, I think it hit her on her cheek or whatever, and then she now raised alarm, and it became a big deal. The following day, it was reported to the school authority, and the following day they called them, right? And go figure, thank God, all right? Even though the both of them got suspended from the school bus, because I think they said he was supposed to have, reported it. He shouldn't have retaliated. Can you imagine for what the girl has been doing? Again, I felt that he should have reported it to the driver or whoever is attached to the driver or whatever. But again, they called the school, they called them, it was reported, they were called in, and people came to testify. Like, people who were in the bus came to also voice out what actually happened, which kind of, quote unquote, saved the boy. But the point we are trying to the point I am trying to make out of this is women, all right? Some women, girls, boys, daughters. I think it is about time we start holding some of these conversations, not only with our sons, but we also have to hold this conversation generally with our children, boys, daughters, sons, all of them. It is never enough. Don't feel that you can always get away, or that it's okay for you to throw things or put your hands on the other gender. Now, parents can always, push it, or try to push it, or try to enforce it, or try to sing about it, talk about it. But here, human beings are human beings. You don't have control over any human being. You don't know their breaking point. You don't know their limit. You don't know how much you can push them before they react. All right. Don't think that, if I keep throwing things at her, at him, if I keep hitting him, he's not allowed to. Yes, that is the right thing. He is not supposed to. That is the right thing. But human beings being human beings, you do not know that person you're dealing with. You do not know their breaking point. So The best thing is not to do it at all. Again, I say it. I tell my sons all the time. I am all boys. I don't have girls. But I tell my sons all the time, you never saw your father hit me. It is never okay. Just walk away from the environment. But sometimes, just for this sake now, you are trying to stay away from the environment. You're trying to walk away. You're trying to comport yourself. And this person keeps doing it. You don't have control. You can only talk, but you don't have control what the person will do, because that is a human being. The person you're talking to, don't touch her, don't touch him, don't touch her, don't touch him. You don't have control over their emotions. You don't have control over their being. So I think it's about time. We also need to call our daughters and talk to them and let them know it is not okay for you to these are human beings. These are flesh and blood. I told the lady, I said, look, the way you pushed your daughter out, the way you were screaming your lungs out, the way you were shouting and holding on to that, that labor bed, that was how I did too. That is not, there is no lesser pain or lesser pressure or lesser whatever for birthing a boy as opposed birthing a girl. Is the same pain. So the way I will feel to see my son being maltreated, the way you feel to see your daughter being maltreated is the same way I will feel to see my son being maltreated. So it's about time, just as right, in fact, from birth, I am one of those parents who is a champion of men should also be handy. Try to do chores around the house. Train them. There is no chore for boys or chore for girls. If I am in the kitchen, they are with me. Thank God for hubby, who is hands-on, who is a very good cook, taught them. So, I try to let them know that, yes, you can also help around in the house. That is, you can cook. You can cook, because even if you're not married, before you get married, what happens? Are you not going to take care of yourself? Are you not going to do your laundry? Are you not going to cook your food? So how different is it when you get married? So as we champion that, we also need to champion the fact that, yes, it is never okay. Don't hit any human being, period. Do not put your hands on any human being. Let us just even leave it at that. Human being per se. The blood that flows in you is the same blood that flows in them. The skin, the way you touch your skin, the way you pull on your skin and it hurts you, that is how it also hurts the opposite sex. So it is never okay. Let us sit down and let our daughters know. Just as we keep pumping it, some of us keep pumping it into our sons that, look, stay, take care of your home, take care of your wife, take care of your children. It's okay to cook for them. It's okay to change your diapers. It's okay for mommy to also rest. It's okay for mommy to also stay in bed and food is served her. It's okay for mommy to be running late from work or to be held in traffic, and hubby already made it home and, he makes food for everyone to eat. It's okay. That is what teamwork is all. That is what teamwork is all about. So we need to start holding this conversation, because I don't know. Again, I sit down, I'm like, what will give her guts? What will prompt her? What is that bragging right? What is that drum? What is that thing beating drum in her heart, telling her it's okay for her to keep throwing things and keep instigating or keep irritating this other guy? And then you feel that the guy is not allowed. He's allowed to harbor. The guy is supposed to just comport himself. I have heard situations where somebody is so irritated, a man is so irritated, and he wants to make it through the door because he's gotten to the point where you can literally see him, foaming and panting and trying to comport himself, and then a woman goes to block the door. I mean, Oga, like, woman, what are you looking for? Again, this is human being you are dealing with. You do not know their breaking point. You don't know how much they can take before the break. So I think it is really important we start having, holding these conversations with our children. generally that it is wrong for you to look for another way to dialogue. You look for another way to de-escalate the situation. Look for another way to express your frustration, or voice out your frustration, or how you feel about a situation. But don't ever feel that you're going to get away. The same way, the same DV that is going on among women, is just that it's so rampant among, it's so rampant when it comes to the women. And we keep praying and keep hoping that these things will change, or that people will. But again, the point I'm trying to make is this, that human beings in particular, generally, we should stop it. Don't put your hands on anyone, whether it is coming from the man or coming from the woman. Do not put your hands on anyone. Let me know what you think at the comment section. Do you think that it is important we hold these conversations with our daughters and let them know that for no reason should they put their hands on any, or even instigate or try to irritate, the opposite sex, especially the calm ones, or the ones who already know that it is wrong for them to put their hands on them? Do we encourage them or discourage them by instigating trouble or leading them on, or encourage, let me know what you think at the comment section. This is my thought, and until next time, this is me, this is your girl, and send me questions. We'll talk about it, we'll deliberate on it, and everything family is what happens here. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Please share this video, and of course, most importantly, I want to hear your thoughts at the comment section. There is no man that knows it all. I don't know it all. This is me just expressing myself. I really want to hear another perspective to this, and I love you guys, and take care. Bye. Every day, testimony.